No.
Yeah, I had to go into mommy mode for a minute. All is one. Welcome to this month's Power Hour. I am Omojola, and this is my esteemed egg bay, Osun Kemibi. And like we do every month, we here to give free one question readings. The only thing that I ask is that you limit it to one question apiece to allot everyone time so that way their questions can be answered. And as always, if you have already received a reading from any of our esteemed colleagues, brothers and sisters, godparents, god uncles, god aunts from anybody from Black Spectrum Network, I ask that you do not repeat the question again. You were told what you were told the first time. If you did not listen, that sounds more like a you problem than a us problem. We are not going to be doing any repeat questions, okay? Y'all are not going to have my ancestors knocking on my head because y'all don't listen, because that's not what we have here. So, as we know, it is October is Hoodoo Heritage Month. This is the month where we remember our ancestors before us who have practiced in the art of conjure, roots, and all around basic spirituality principles that were given to us by our ancestors from uh, the motherland and basically hidden in plain sight, which is what the whole origin of hoodoo is. This is 31 days to honor that tradition that was given to us, to hold it in high regard, respect, and reverence, and also to attach yourself to these various cultures so that way we can give it to the next generation, so that way we don't have a bunch of children just lost in the sauce. They have the ability and the knowledge to tap into their ancestral power so that way they can go ahead and live their best lives. Give me one second. I'm trying to find a way to expand this. Like, I'm not feeling the fact that I can't really see. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna go to the comments. All is well, Washule. Um. What we're going to do now is as we do, we always do a general reading, for the session. But this time, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking our ancestors, what are they, what do they require from us during this month of Hoodoo heritage, what we need to do in order to keep our traditions and our knowledge and our power alive. So that is going to be the question.
Oh, Egbe, after that, they just said because of all of the money workings that we've been doing, as the collective, what needs to be done to maintain our ancestral treasury, especially within this month. Because, we're about to hit winter, right? So we know we
Winter is
have
coming. Winter
it's
is coming.
coming. It's coming.
Listen, while we are on that, the Root Doctor series is actually starting this month. We're going to actually be doing some homemade salves and tinctures, getting you guys prepared for the upcoming winter months. I definitely hope to see you there. I am the facilitator of the program. It's all in my classes that are on learnarishahoodoo.com. You can the registration link is right there. I would definitely love to see you guys there. We definitely need to get more into the medicinal side of hoodoo. We always so worried about relationships, love, money, and hexing folks, but we don't never get into the beauty of hoodoo heritage, which is also healing ourselves, healing our community. So this is going to be the start of that. We're going to learn how to start making some of these preparations that were passed down to us from generation to generation. So the first two parts of the series is a homemade salve, which is my very own version of Vicks Vapor Rub, and then we're going to be doing a tincture. The most common tincture is a hot toddy, but this one is going to be focused solely on overall immunity, especially in the coming winter months. So the two questions are, what is required of us from the ancestors in order for us to honor and build up our power during Hoodoo Ancestry Month. And the second one is uh, the progress of our ancestral treasury. Or you can give you what was
No,
the
yeah, you
specific.
were right. It
Okay.
was, yeah.
All right. So we're just going to do the first question. Oh, just for the sake of uh just the argument, if you guys want to ask questions, you have to actually come into the YouTube uh thing. I cannot see any of the questions from either group, Melanated Witchcraft or Arisha Hoodoo Institute. These videos are just posted there for the time being, so that way you can see them and reference back to them. Uh, you know, just for the sake of rewatching or to get a better feel of me, of myself, or Osun Kemibi. But if you want to ask a question, you actually have to come into the YouTube live. So that way you can type your question into YouTube and I can see it come up on the screen. Outside of that, we cannot see any questions. All right. So Oshunka, maybe if you would like to start the first question on what is expected of us for the upcoming month.
Um, it seems to be right in relation to Libra season in terms with understanding balance and harmony. They want us to understand that this is not only an open opportunity, but an open season to really understand what we've been praying, meditating, and working for. We really need to not only rest, but what we have, but also protect it. Make sure that, yes, as our blessings are coming in, we are doing what we need to do to protect it, meaning we remain integral, meaning we remain in alignment, as I always say, move as your most elevated ancestor would move. With that, a lot of opportunities have been coming for us and will continue to come. But they will only come if we remain in balance with what is in store for us. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't showing all the bones clearly, y'all. Really, what's in alignment with us. So, in conclusion, what we can expect this month is several opportunities to wholeheartedly pop our shit, but we need to make sure that we remain protected in all we do and remain balanced within ourselves and within our courts to achieve that.
Okay, I definitely have something similar. Um, the mothers are coming through strong in this one because my reading, I pulled my playing cards, so my reading is queen heavy. So I'm just going to start. So the first thing is the Queen of Diamonds. The Queen of Diamonds speaks of owning your shit, owning your business. Now is the time to be if you're going to call yourself a practitioner, if you're going to call yourself being a witch, even though I hate that word, if you're going to call yourself being a conjurer or anything of that nature, you need to get on your shit. You need, and now is the time to do it. As we know, throughout all types of folklore, October is the month where the veil between the living and the spiritual realm is the thinnest. Now is the time for you to be on top of everything that you need to be on top of. We don't have time to be playing. Use this month to your advantage. The second card that I have is the Five of Spades, and the Five of Spades is a message of growth. Everything that you should be doing this month is about growth, whether it's growth in your practice, growth in your knowledge, growth in the reverence of your ancestors, growth of getting into your spiritual court. Like like I said, you should be taking full advantage of this month. This is where, like I said, the veil is thinnest. This is where you should be getting the most messages. So this is where you should be doing the most meditation, the most praying, the heaviest, the most. Do the most. Like now is not the time to do the least. Now is the time to do the most. I also have the Ten of Spades, and the Ten of Spades is a mission about completion. You want to make sure that you are, once again, like I said with the Queen of Diamonds, you are handling your business. The Queen of Diamonds is somebody that is about her shit. She's about her money. She's about her goals. She's about making sure that everything is done. I's dotted, T's crossed. There's nothing left to be undone. So if you have goals or any aspirations or anything that you need to do, or that you want done by the end of the year, now is the time where you should be going to your ancestors, asking for assistance and guidance on how to get these things done. Also, we have the Queen of Hearts. So you should be showing your ancestors a lot of love. The Queen of Hearts is somebody who's very motherly, who's very who has a big heart, but who also can be very, very mama bearish. So you definitely want to be, that goes into what you were saying about protection. You want to make sure that you're protecting not only yourself but your loved ones, and you're also protecting the connection with your ancestors. You got to make sure that you are doing what you are needing to do, because once again, like I said, the veil is thin. So as much blessings can come in, as is just as much trouble as to come in. The Seven of Spades, we getting a lot of messages. They talking to y'all. Lots of messages. This, outside of the queens, this reading is spades heavy, and spades speak about messages, philosophies, and warnings. So this one is the message of number seven. Seven is the divine number. Seven is what speaks to spirituality, to be seeking questions. To be asking questions, to seek knowledge. So once again, take advantage of this month. Take advantage of the blessings that are given to you in this month. Take the time to sit with your ancestors, to sit with your spiritual core, pray, meditate, do what needs to be done. Um, if you are going to be doing a working, it should be a working about connection, a working about protection, a working about getting answers. Even if it's about love or about money or about things of that nature, it shouldn't to be asked for more. You should be asking for clarity. You should be asking for messages. You should be asking for protection. And then we have the number eight. Eight is tied to karma. Everything that you do right now matters. Everything that you do not do matters. You want to make sure that you are keeping this connection, um, keeping this connection strong, keeping it vibrant, and doing what needs to be done. All is one, Mika. Mika is one of our new students in the mentorship. I'm so glad she's there. I can't wait to see her growth and progress. That's another thing that we're going to be talking about at the end of the reading, about how you guys can get involved with OHI and things of that nature. The last one is the Joker. And the Joker talks about illusions, deception. But this one is about yourself. Um, like I said, you don't want to get distracted this month. You want to make sure that you're on top of your shit. If you've never been on top of your shit before, this is the month to do it, because this is the month of blessings. This is the month of we have now passed the fall equinox. Now is the time of reaping, of harvesting. You know what I'm saying? November is the month of thanks. December is the month of joy. And then January starts the Georgian New Year. Even though we know the New Year comes in spring, we're also going to keep in mind that we are in Rome. And when in Rome, okay? I don't want to hear none of this shit come January 1st, even though y'all going to do it anyway. I'm tired of that shit. We celebrate all time gaps around here. because even though it might be spring here, it might be winter somewhere else. The whole entire planet is not in spring when it comes in March. So what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate and we're going to acknowledge the time that we are in, and we are under the Georgian calendar, and January marks the new year. So that concludes the first reading. The second reading is what can we do to strengthen um, our connection and blessings and protection from the ancestral treasuring.
They had a lot to say on this one. All the ancestor bones came out. All my Orisha charms came out. They had a lot to say. Okay. Like we already stated with the fall equinox being here, with Libra season, with Hoodoo Heritage Month, the time is now. So, again, it is an open opportunity to capitalize on literally any and everything. Okay. If you are not having a strong relationship with your ancestors, that needs to change literally right at this moment, because everything that you are trying to aim for, a straight shot, is dealing with the change. Number 5, yay, change that needs to occur. And we know that when changes occur, the transformation is magical, all is one. So if your ancestors are saying you are going to receive blessings pressed down, shaken down, running over, if you are going to receive the alignment that you need to achieve your successes, if you are going to achieve that foundation, not with only in your bloodline, but within yourself, if you are going to achieve literally all of your wishes, wants, and desires, not only within all of your relationships, but within the relationship of yourself and those around you, you got to do the work. Okay? And I know that was a lot, but they said it's a lot to be done. And that doesn't mean to be fearful. That doesn't mean to be frightened. If anything, like we already said, strengthen that connection. Okay? Build on that, because having that is your direct access to do everything that you need to do. Above all else, we are not listening to what they are saying, because there's something that is really in direct alignment. The earring was right underneath the bottle cap. So there is a clear opportunity that's coming that we need to be listening to. But we need to understand, we can't get so caught up with all of the blessings that are coming that we might miss something. Pyrite, fool's gold, right? So that's why it's important that we maintain protection, like I already stated. If there are any debts that you need to pay, meaning if there are any appeasements that need to be made within self, whether that be shadow, whether that be healing inner child, pay those. Pay them well, though. Okay. And not only are you paying it well, you are supported again with your ancestors, because that's where the blockage is. It's deep inside within. But this will allow for an ignition to really allow for the transformation that will really occur. River Rock. In summary, in order to advance our ancestral treasury as a community, we need to be aware of the opportunities that are present through discipline, through integrity, through balance, through harmony, and making sure that we are using the resources around us and within us to achieve these properly.
Ashe, and it's so funny because I used my tarot cards this time, and I pretty much got the same message. Um, I felt like it was speaking to somebody specifically, but it's a collective message. So I'm just gonna say collectively. Collectively, y'all working y'all motherfucking ancestors' nerves. Y'all working their nerves. Jesus is on the main line, not grandma. Okay, y'all working they goddamn nerves. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Okay,
What they
rest.
said, Jesus died on the cross, not grandma and them.
No, I said Jesus is on the main line, not grandma.
Ah,
Like they said stop. Go sat down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Okay, rest. You're anxious. The four of swords speaks to anxiety, stress, just all around, just worrying. Just stop. Just stop. Stop. Okay. You are the creator of your own destiny. That is what the magician is for. You are the creator of your own destiny. Everything starts and ends with you. If there is a problem, it is because you allowed it. If there is an issue, there is because you didn't do what was necessary in order to nip that issue in the bud. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no hex. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but you. We're going back to the previous reading with the eight of spades. That is a message of karma. Every action and inaction causes certain consequences. That is one of the principles. That is one of the 16 principles of E5. Every action and inaction causes its own set of consequences and repercussions. So you are the creator of your own destiny. Nobody else but you. It's time to be in hermit mode. It's getting towards the winter time. It's time for some self-reflection, some inner work. It's time to do some shadow work. If y'all are not in Priestess Omojola, uh Ifa Pumele's shadow work boot camp, y'all need to get into the next one. Or you need to find one of the other many priestesses and priests at BSN that's offering shadow work. This is what y'all need to do. Okay, y'all ancestors is telling y'all this is what y'all need to do. Because you need to be still. These are right on top of each other. Okay, these are right on top of each other. You need to be still because your messages of innovation, your new ideas and things of that nature need to come to you. Your ancestors need to communicate with you, but they can't because you're running your brain ragged with the 5011 things that you created is in your head. So you don't even know if you're getting a message from your ancestors or if it's your shadow self or if it's somebody else talking to you in the background. But what you need to do is just go sit down somewhere. Okay. You need to be working on yourself. Especially to my women. A lot of y'all are just way too in y'all masculine energy. Y'all need to start tapping into your feminine energy. You need to tap into that creativity, that softness, that nurturing. You need to allow that to flow. You need it. This is what your ancestors are telling you. This is not what I'm telling you. This is what they are telling you. Okay, you need to be able to get into yourself. Get back to yourself. You will do a lot of that by self reflection. It's not hot girl summer is over. Okay, hot girl summer is over. We need to get into old lady winter. And old ladies go sit down somewhere and they go figure out what they're gonna do with themselves up until the next spring. This is hibernation time. This is time of self-reflection, time for sitting down, time for planning, time for slowing things down so that way you can prepare for the upcoming year. And then it's also a time of collaboration. All is one, Divalia. Um, it's time for collaboration. You need to be getting with your spiritual cords. You need to be getting with your ancestors. You need to be getting to the God of your understanding. Y'all need to get yourselves together. Y'all can't do everything alone. It is only so much you can do when you are fighting spiritual warfare. These spiritual warfare is a lot more difficult than physical warfare because at least you can see your enemy. You cannot see your enemy with spiritual warfare, and a lot of times y'all inflict your own spiritual warfare with the way that y'all talk about yourselves and the way that y'all talk about y'all situations. So, in summary, go set the fuck down somewhere. Okay, make a plan, stick to the plan. Get in touch with your spiritual core. Get in touch with your ancestors. Get in touch with the God of your understanding. Get in touch with your true self. Go meditate. Go take a nap. It might come to you in a dream. You need to just go do something. Hot girl summer's over. It's no more ripping and running. Y'all done ripped and run and ran yourselves crazy. Go sit down somewhere. And that's all I got to say about that. All is one, Monzy.
And if you need help with understanding anything of what we just said, I just dropped my Psalms Power of the Psalms class this past week on OHI Discord in the Blessing and Good News channel. In that Psalms 20 in the 23rd Psalms, I went over how it is a psalm of a divine petition. So I went over what to do when we are giving all of the things that are promised to us, how to ask to rest, how to ask to really receive the blessings that have been given to us. So check that out. And you can also check the other free content that we have on Discord as well. Okay.
Listen, people don't understand how strong the 23rd Psalms is. How strong it is. Not only is it a petition of assistance, it's a petition of protection. It's an affirmation. You know what I'm saying? It's saying, I know God got me. I know you got me. You've done all of this for me. You continue to do stuff for me. Just continue to hold me. Continue to guide me. Continue to show me what I need to do, because without you, you know what I'm saying, I can do nothing, and with you I can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm a church kid. I'm a church kid. So the 23rd Psalms is something I used to pray every night before I went to bed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very powerful Psalms. A lot of people think that just because you get into African spirituality, you forget about the many messages. You know, I tell people truth don't care about the teller. And the 23rd Psalms is some truth, because no matter which way you want to flip it, no matter what you deal with, at the end of the day, you are asking a higher source, a power bigger than you, to protect you, guide you, and continue to bless you, and continue to pour into you and pour over you. So that is definitely a class you want to check out. You know, I know a lot of y'all got some church hurt, but we ain't talking about church. We talk about the truth that is in the book, that is called the Bible. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, we just ready for these questions. I'm gonna try not to read y'all for filth today.
She said today, but again, it is the first of Hoodoo Heritage Month. So let's go ahead and type in your questions and be ready to fill. Thank you. Divinely.
Right. I'm gonna try, y'all. I ain't gonna make no
Did you
promises.
say you have your oracle cards too, or just playing in tarot?
No, I just got my playing the tarot cards, because to be honest, I can't even. Oh, I do see my oracle cards, but I ain't cleanse them, so they're just gonna sit on the altar.
Okay. And I know y'all have some questions because it's been a month.
It's been a whole month.
And for those that say that they don't have questions, don't make me start calling you out.
Listen. Divine Leah. Are you going in the right direction in regards to what, my love? You know, we got to be real specific when we go to spirit.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, they'll tell you some shit you don't even want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
Mika.
listen, see?
Put them eyes up. We see you too.
She said, am I
In regards
going
to life.
in a direction? Okay.
Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am.
I've been saying that so much now. I would say, like my Edme says, ma'am.
Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. Y'all, it is quiet in here. It ain't nothing like when a man come in the house and just make everybody shut up. Okay? Them kids is quiet, honey. They ain't cracked a peep.
You like
Okay?
that soft air era? You like
Listen,
it?
listen, listen, listen.
You don't even know what to do with yourself, just smiling.
Right. Ma'am, the reason why you feel like this is because you're flying off the seat of your handle, and you know it, you fly off the seat like you just going with the wind, and you know better than that. You know better than that. That ain't even like you. So you know you dilly dallying and gallivanting in these streets, and you need to stop. Ain't no see. Listen. Okay, the Queen of Cups. You're usually highly in control of your emotions, but for some strange reason, you're not because you're trying to plan long term, and that's fine. We like the long term planning, right? But at the same time, um, everything's going to fall at the way it needs to fall. Everything's going to fall. Your focus is off because you're too busy trying to control everything. You need to learn how to let go. That's your problem. You need to learn how to let go. Like you turning into a tyrant at this point. You trying to control people in situations that ain't even meant for you to be controlling. You need to control yourself. Yourself. Focus on you and your intuition. And your intuition will tell you exactly what you need to do. But everything's gonna happen the way that it needs to happen. Oh, don't be rolling your eyes at me. Don't shoot the messenger, damn it.
Um,
Jessica, we gonna get to you in a minute after we finish telling Miss Leah about herself. But yeah,
mhm.
don't be rolling your eyes at me. They said what they said. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I ain't do it. Like I told you, they gonna tell on y'all. Yeah, I know you laughing at yourself because you know better. See, you need to be in better control of your emotions. You all over the place because you're trying to control um you're trying to control people in situations that are not meant to be controlled. You have to learn to let that go. You have to let the chips fall where they may. The only thing you can do is focus on you, enhance your intuition, and just be who you've always been. But you trying to control the situation is turning you into a crazy person. It's turning you into a crazy person. Okay?
Especially when she's giving life to things that lack foundation.
Listen, nothing can be built on a house on a bed of quicksand. Nothing can be built on a house of quicksand. Like that, just the end. Period. Okay, you gotta let that shit go. Let them chips fall. They may focus on you and what you can control because you've gotten so out of character you don't even recognize yourself. That's why you don't even know where you're going because your intuition is so off because you're acting outside of yourself. That's what we just said in the general reading. You need to get back to yourself. I feel like they might have been talking about you.
Because this one does feel a little bit heavier, I will say, because what you were saying about the tyrant energy specifically, it's not just means to control things in and around, but the lack of not feeling she can control what will happen next. Um, yeah, go. What are you gonna say?
We can't control people. We can only control the situation. And
Yeah.
the way you control the situation is by controlling yourself. The rest of that shit, you can't even. Okay, hang that shit up.
The rest of the cards read what you said. So
Huh?
the rest of the bones read what the cards had said.
Right, because we usually be one and the same with this, you
It don't
know.
even matter what deck you got. That's how like show me what deck you got now. Show
Listen,
me.
I keep my regular right away day. I don't be trying to get all fancy and stuff because the half the time I get the messages through the pictures. I don't even they be talking to me in my head. I be deciphering the pictures and they be talking to me in my head and then I just have to spit shit out before they knock me in the head. You know what I'm saying?
It was for
Right. Listen. I feel like that message was for you. That general message was for you. But you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. Trust and believe. I sit back and I look at all the messages that the posts that come in on OHI and melanated, especially melanated. You ain't the only one that
The ones
message was
that get
for.
approved and not, to be clear. The
And them
ones that
anonymous
get
posts ain't
approved and
listen,
not.
and them anonymous posts ain't anonymous, but I'm gonna go ahead and mind my business and drink some water.
So when we say all is
Okay.
one reflection,
That part. All right.
was Jessica first?
Yes, Jessica was first. So her question is, what steps should I be taking to receive my next financial blessing? Okay, Jessica, I'm gonna give you this reading. But what I'm gonna need you to do is after we finish this, I'm gonna need you to go back and watch the video so that way you can actually see the general reading because I feel like this would definitely help you as well. But I'm gonna answer the question because there might be some extra specific things that you need to do. But I feel like the general reading will help you too. And then Mika, we're gonna get to you right after. No problem, Leah. This is listen. Okay, I don't do many readings, but when I do them, this is what I do them for. I do them for y'all. Y'all don't mind my sigil in the back. Baby Shango. If y'all been around long enough, y'all know who Baby Shango is. Baby Shango put a sigil on my wall. And
I love that for so many
listen,
reasons.
and the crazy part is it's lipstick, and it's still like it won't come off the wall. Like it won't.
I love
Like
that.
they put some really cheap paint up here, so it's just not coming in at all.
Um, I definitely, Jessica, advise you to do what Priestess Omojola has said because a lot of what I'm getting was what I had already read prior to. So I'm just going to read the new charts that came up. If you have some new opportunities that are coming up, which will be coming up, you need to not vocalize that. If you feel like you need to talk to somebody about it, talk to it with your ancestors because at this time you have things around you and you have people around you that are not in alignment with you. And we speak all the time about how your vibe affects your tribe.
It ain't certain people. It's that nigga.
Oh, ooh. So don't tell him shit because they were very clear. Like,
He jealous of you, girl. He ain't got nothing else going for himself, and he see all the shit that's going for you, and he's sitting over there stewing in the corner like old boy from Belly, eating on the banana. Like I don't like that shit. That's how he look right now. That's how he look. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He's 38 hot, sitting in that corner.
And the ancestor just like look at him like, you know how you be side, you know, like that grandma in the
The
picture.
bombastic side eye. Yeah.
And she got a trash fan.
Listen.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah, yeah.
I got okay. So I pulled out the playing cards because I wanted to make sure it was specific. I got the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Diamonds, which means this is a message of new opportunities as far as business and money. Whatever this new opportunity is, um, it could be a new job, it could be a new business opportunity, or whatever. But it's definitely for growth. Okay, it's definitely a message of growth. This is definitely going to be something that's going to set you on your foundation towards financial prosperity. But you need to leave that nigga alone.
And the way that they want to bless you, baby. You feel me? So just, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it because this is your financial growth. Diamonds always speak about money. This is your financial growth, but you got to end that shit.
And at the end of the day, if you find yourself missing him sometimes, is he worth my empire? Is he worth my bloodline? That needs to be your question every single time.
Because your ancestors gonna keep knocking you in the head until you do it. They're gonna keep fucking up your money because they don't want you with him because he's a leech. He one of them 50-50 niggas. He want a traditional woman that provides. He want to be a
Oxymoron.
he want to be a trophy husband. He want to be a stay-at-home dad. So your money gonna be fucked up until you leave him alone.
So yeah, just go ahead. Reflection. When this live is posted, go ahead.
He might not
Get
be
your egg
sassy.
bay.
he might not be. He might not be sassy. He might just be um somebody who has been crushed through life, who's had his dreams and things of that nature crushed. So he's like one of them people you can't tell your stuff to because every time you tell them some good news, they find a way to put some bullshit in it. You know, every time they tell you to you tell them you're gonna do something, they be like, nah, you don't need to do that and all that other shit. That's what we mean by, him stagnating because people are not supposed to understand your dreams because they're not their dreams. They're your dreams. They're for you and you only. That was a one-way call. That was not a conference call. That was not a Zoom. Okay, that was a straight line of communication from your ancestors to you, and that's it. That's it. So you definitely got everything in line that you need in order to be the best that you can be and to be in alignment with your destiny. But you're gonna have to let the dead weight go. Until then, it is either growth or chaos because that number 5 speaks to growth and it also speaks to chaos. So you got growth or chaos. Which one you gonna do? And that's growth in your money or chaos in your money. One or the other. All right, Mika. Um, am I going? Am I doing right by continuing my videography photography business, or should I start something else?
Because this is the last question that I see that was asked, you guys can go ahead and start to ask new questions, and we will scroll up and read once we're done with this reading. Oh, Priestess Oya Petu, Jessica, this is for you. Your team will test your diligence on your journey, so keep an eye out around for who is around you. And that
Facts.
speaks very clearly to what I had already told you and what you will see in the general reading and what Priestess Omojola has already expressed to you. So again, is this nigga really worth multiplying in my empire? Okay. All right, so Mika, we're gonna read for you and anybody else in the community. You guys have questions, you guys can go ahead and drop them now. You can start first, Egbe.
No. I'm gonna let you go first because I'm always jumping out the window.
Um, if there before you really decide that this is what you really want you to do, I want you to really
Get creative with that business
okay, okay.
because that's pretty much what I got to.
Okay. And
Yeah.
it's just new ways of yeah, it's new ways, right? It's a new relationship that they want you to form because they see that it's something that you do want. They see that it's within your desires, but um it's not the commitment that's misplaced. It might just be the relationship with between the art itself. So if there's any blockages that are being present, if there's any stagnation that might be present, this is your opportunity to really make sure that you grow that. Okay. And this is an open opportunity, so we're clear. And they don't want you to bullshit this around, considering everything that you're going through currently, considering who you have in your home, considering your next steps in general. They are with you. They're cool with whatever you decide. They're riding with you with whatever you decide. But at the end of the day, you have to make that decision. They will protect you through it all. But remember, with two, energy of two, whether it's two of clubs, diamonds, spade, all of that, you really need to understand not only yourself, but the relationship of the other person. And then, since the other person is your art, okay?
Thanks. I definitely got the same thing. Um, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands speaks to about new ways of thinking, new ways of approaching a situation, um, new ways of inventing, um, just thoughts, new thoughts, new thoughts. The Ace of Cups basically covers everything. New thoughts, new actions, new avenues of us, just everything. Like, make sure that you exhaust all avenues in this current venture before you go to focus on something else, because the sun is telling us is this is where you need to be. This is where they want you to be. It's just that you've hit a roadblock, you've hit a mental fart. um, you need to um, you need to stop focusing on the shit that happened before. Whatever happened in your last venture, whatever happened with your last client,
It's
whatever
burning
just
you out.
happened, huh?
I said it's burning you out.
Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever
Yeah.
whatever just happened is not the end all be all of what's going on. That just might not have been the right thing for you. You don't know how to price your services.
Oh, you gonna cuss her out for that last thing she just said?
Excuse me? Free? Ma'am.
That's why you don't want to do it.
Ma'am.
Well, that's part. That's not only why, but that's part of it. That's a big
Let
part.
me tell you, let me tell you what happens when you give away too much free shit. You start getting a lot of ungrateful, entitled people. You price your services so you can attract the people that you need to attract. That's number one. When you give out for free or you give out for cheap, you start to deal with people that are entitled and ungrateful. They think they are entitled to your time because you chose to give it away for free. And then they are ungrateful because they don't realize the sacrifice for free. Just like we be giving away all of these free classes, and these motherfuckers get up in these groups talking about some we need to give away free rituals and all this other shit. Like we don't like we don't give free readings.
And then when I
We
do the free ritual, you don't want to do
and
it.
then when we do the free shit, y'all don't come. You get what I'm saying? We that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mambo Soleil be up here damn near 2-3 times a week giving out free fucking readings, and then when she post her classes, now niggas don't want to come. What you mean? Y'all ain't got no problems coming to the free shit sometimes because y'all come to the free shit and don't come to the free shit and then keep thinking that people supposed to give away shit for free. My ancestors are expensive. I was just talking about how we got this ancestral ritual at the end of the month, and they want Hennessy, and Hennessy ain't cheap. You think I could go in the liquor store and get Hennessy for free? And they want their Hennessy, or else they're gonna knock me in the head until they get their Hennessy. All my shit'll go wrong. Listen, I give the free readings because I don't be out there like that, and I want people to see me as a priestess and see what I do, to see if, you know what I'm saying, they even want to fuck with me like that. You know what I'm saying? And plus I love y'all, and it's absolutely comical for me sometimes because the way my ancestors is set up. Oh my goodness, the way my ancestors is set up, it be funny, and I just like, you know, I like kicking it with them as much as possible, and they messy as fuck, so I don't mind doing the free readings. But I got paid readings on my site. Listen, they see the cash app tags at the bottom for the love offerings, and they do give love offerings, and I appreciate all the love. I really do. You know what I'm saying? For real, y'all be coming through for a sister. You know, but yeah, stop giving away all that free shit. Give it to the people that actually respect your work, who actually pour into your work. You know what I'm saying? That actually bring you more work. Don't be doing free shit for everybody. So what you need to do is you need to sit with your ancestors, and you need to ask them, you need to pray to them and ask them for guidance on pricing, guidance on what are your next steps, guidance on protection of yourself as you pour into your community, you know, and you know that they're continuing love and support, and all will be well, which is what Ia always tells us. Um, I'm gonna get to you, Oya Petu, but I need to answer Leah's question. Leah, that's something you need to take up with your ancestors. If you've already had an ancestral life path reading done, and they gave you specific times, they said what the fuck they said. Um, so if you feel like your prayer times need to change, you need to ask them. I can't give you that answer, and my messy ass. You don't want my messy ass ancestors giving you that answer. You really don't. If you've been given an ancestral life path free and you know your times, if you feel like there's something wrong or you need to change, or if they want their chimes changed, that's something that you need to ask them. If you have cowrie shells or coins, if you've been to the OB Obata class and you know how to cast OB, make a prayer to them, ask them for guidance, cast your OB, it asks if it's okay, or ask if they want their prayer chimes changed, cast the OB, and they will tell you yes or no. That's a yes or no question. And then if they do say yes, then you go through the different times. But that's really something you should ask them. Listen. My ancestors be knowing everybody, but they messy as fuck. You don't want them people in that, cause they them Freemans to get you in trouble. Okay, Freemans do what the fuck they want to do, not what they be told to do. That's why they was Freemans in the middle of slavery. Um, Oya Petus wants to know, should she focus 100% on her wellness priestess business, or should she get a 9 to 5 and build my business in my spare time? Baby, ma'am, ma'am, I'm telling you now, you're doing too much. But I'm going to let them tell you a definitive yes or no. Practically, that depends on what you and your husband have decided. Um, and what you guys feel like would be in the best interest of yourself. But spiritually, I'm going to give you an answer because I feel like you need to know that. And, um, you know, now y'all know my ancestors messy as fuck, okay? Okay? So, you know. I'm going to say you, after you get this answer, you pray on it and you ask your ancestors, okay? Because my messy as fuck. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm gonna just draw two more.
I need to get my cards.
Huh?
I need to get my cards.
Baby, listen. I'm gonna tell you what my card said. My card said, "You motherfucker doing too much." Okay, let's start at this 10 of swords. You see that? You see that, Bam? You see that? That's doing too much. Okay, you need to focus on your family, your foundation, your union. Okay, because number one, you fucking doing too much. That's the 8. You gonna constrict yourself. You gonna do it to yourself. The job ain't gonna do it to you. You gonna do it to yourself. It's too much. You need to be focusing on what you can do at home to bring yourself prosperity and abundance. Okay. You need to find new ways to do that. Yeah, the shit. Wait till you see these wands. Okay. All you got is swords and pentacles, and a wand. Okay. Yeah, you need to be focused on new avenues of creating abundance for yourself inside your motherfucking house. Okay. Okay. Because you need to be focused on your goddamn foundation. Okay. The 8 of wands, the 10 of wands. You see that? You see how homeboy just leaning up against them sticks because he's so tired. And ma'am, go sit your ass down. You need to be pouring into your community and hoarding your resources. And time and energy is a resource. So no, no. While it's tempting, no, ma'am, ma'am. So you're gonna. So that's 8. That's 8 hours at the job, right? And then it's a 3 hour drive each way, which means you got to be up and out the door at 6 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m. to get to work by 9, right?
Not
And that's,
including our niece now.
listen, we ain't even got to that. Okay. So that's a 3 hour drive. So you got to be out the house 5:36 in the morning to get to the work by 9. And that's without any traffic. Okay. Then you're going to work 9 to 5, and then you're going to drive 3 hours back. Now that's 8 o'clock without any traffic. Still get home, be with them babies, take care of that husband, and the demands of the coven. Excuse me. You got to be at no. You got to leave at like 4:30, 5 o'clock to be there by 8, ma'am, ma'am. Twice a week. I wouldn't care if it was once a week. The 3 hour drive alone is enough because what happens? God forbid something happened to your car. God forbid. Then how you gonna get to work? Or how my mother said, you gonna work 3 hours away from them babies. What happens if something happened at school and you can't get to them babies? And
And
your
it's in
husband can't get to
Cali.
the babies.
You
Huh?
in California. That traffic, ma'am. Say your ma'am, Priestess Egbe.
Listen. Don't listen. Don't be coming for my baby. She laughing at you, right? She laughing at you because even she know it's crazy. Okay? And she a baby. But yeah, no, it's not, it's not worth it. Like the money may be nice. It may be a nice added bonus to the house. But all of the sacrifices that you making of time, energy, and being away from your family is not worth it. It's really not. the trade-off is not even. It's not a balanced trade-off. And then it's 3 hours away. Oh, when I said excuse me, listen, y'all know I'm an animated one. But yeah, no, it's not even worth it, man. No. Go go to Yeye Oya and work out some change. Okay.
Everything that was said has been amplified. This is a time where you really need to lock in on what you not only have been doing, but the work that continue to manifest. Not just speaking on your integrations, not just speaking on all the transformations and things that have been occurring, not just speaking on literally life itself, but all in all, the your answer will be revealed through meditation and prayer. There's a specific road of Obatala who you need to tap into. You know who that is. I had to get my playing cards. I've never got my playing cards during our power hour before. So of course it will be our egg bay who I have to use that for. Um, at this time, what's most prominent to you is not only the relation is building the relationship that you have within yourself. Okay, considering the what the other people in your house are doing, they're busy, they're good. Now it's on you, especially because everything that you have set into play, you need to tap into or read in relation to ways to be not only more effective with your work and communication, but making sure that you're getting what needs to be done and using all the resources, because you're not using all of your resources as you should be. Oya, what's hidden within your relationship with your ancestors is going to be something that is going to change, but in a good way. Positive transformation. You know what that means for you. You need to. The Three of Hearts speaks to like 1 plus 2 is 3. Thinking, man plus child, a man plus wife equals child. This is the type of energy that is going to be coming to play. But you can't have that if you don't treat yourself. When I say treat yourself, I mean take care of yourself. Take care of yourself as much as you are our niece. Take care of yourself as much as you are your child. Because once you start having that inner child energy, really nurturing that, that is when you can really find the stability that you need within all areas of your life. And that's why that foundation with your ancestors need to change so you can develop that Three of Hearts energy that is meant to you. You're your most important person right now. Your husband's already good. Your kid's already good. Right now, your other kid is your inner child. Tend to that.
Or it could be that little boy
Was it
that
Jack?
you ain't even gonna have time to making a 3 hour fucking drive twice a week. And then you know you good at your job, and then when you get there, you're gonna be good at that. And then the next thing you know, twice a week gonna be 3 times a week, and the next thing you know, it's 5 days a week. And not girl bye.
And
And
that's
the
okay.
winter time
Right?
is coming. Oh well, y'all, you ain't gotta worry about that.
Everybody that came on here late, go to when this ends. Go to the general divination we did after the
Right,
meeting.
right. Or y'all pet too. Right, right. And you know we already had that conversation. Go, ma'am. Was you here from the beginning? Go sat
She
down
wasn't.
somewhere. Next time, I would just do a general read and just leave this shit up, like, and just be like, "Listen, go watch the read because y'all not gonna keep making me reiterate myself." They said,
Listen,
"Go sit down somewhere. You doing way too much. Go rest, rest."
and that's the thing. You see what she just said? And considering, like, and that's why I'm saying you're gonna start to be frustrated with some of the blessings that you do receive, because let's say you put yourself into this position, like they say, right? You already know you're gonna pop your shit wholeheartedly, but now you pop your shit wholeheartedly, but you did work for this thing, but now you got it, but you don't have the time and energy to maintain it. You did work for this thing and finally manifested, but you don't have the time and energy to take care of it. You still got a husband, that's not gonna change. Still got a child, that's not gonna change. So it's like, really understand, when you have a table that is prepared for you, don't get it so full. Your cup is supposed to be over full, not your plate.
That part.
Because you're not really eating the way that you should be. You're not nourishing yourself the way that you should be. In order for your cup to overflow, the abundance needs to be poured in. The prosperity needs to
Somebody
be
told
poured
me to
in.
tell you that gluttony is a sin and it ain't always food related.
She is already doing that fast too.
That's what I was told. Somebody told me to tell you gluttony is a sin and it don't have to be food related.
Meditate with Obatala.
Okay? Ma'am, don't get me started. Listen, listen, listen. I'm sorry I'm snatching your edges on Beyonce's classy internet.
And that was the last question too.
Listen, and it was well needed. Um, because she needed to hear that.
Not just her, but all the hard working mothers out there. When y'all's ancestor gives y'all a break, sit the
Take
fuck down.
it. Take it and don't feel no way about it. Cause trust me, baby, honey got 5 kids. And oh my God, when somebody give me a break, I'll take that shit. And
Bye.
don't feel no type of fuck way about it, okay? No type of way. I don't care what they call me. They call me a bad mother. They call me selfish. They call me whatever the fuck they want. Sis, be tired. Okay, I'm still a human being. I'm not a robot. And yeah, they my kids, and I love my babies, and I do whatever for my babies. But I also know if I don't take care of me, I cannot take care of them. Okay, but like I said, fast ain't got to be food related. I told you. Somebody told me to tell you that. Okay, they said gluttony is a sin, and it ain't food related. Gluttony is just taking on more than you can handle, period.
Ooh.
Food wise,
Ooh.
energy wise,
Ooh.
all of that. All of that. It's not just food related. It's really not. You can't keep giving pieces of yourself and expect to be whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ma'am. So go sit
Especially
down
when you're
somewhere.
not nourishing yourself for what you should be.
Go sit down somewhere. Rest. Chill. Focus on what you need to do for yourself and your home. And that is where your abundance will lie. Keep yourself to yourself. Fuck that job. Okay. Listen, it is nothing wrong with being codependent. The problem is when you're so dependent on somebody else, you forget that you're supposed to be dependent upon yourself. We cannot do anything by ourselves. The only thing we can do by ourselves is breathe and shit. And we can't even breathe by ourselves because we need the plants to give us oxygen, and we can't shit without eating, and we need the animals and the plants to nourish us enough so that we have waste to give. Listen, work on that. Don't take that damn job. Go sit down somewhere. Okay? Go sit down somewhere. Your health and your ability to be there for your family is what matters most. Jobs come and go. Because you know them people gonna work you right into a fucking hole and you gonna let them. So fuck that job.
And the difference is your ancestors actually give a fuck about you. That's the difference,
That
right?
part. And they say go set your ass down somewhere.
Right. Because this is a PTO you can take off with no repercussions. Ain't nobody texting you emails, like side emails trying to get you to half do some stuff. No. You already know who you are, not only as a priestess, you know who we are as a mother, as an Egbe, as a wife, as a partner, right? As a spiritualist, as a Reiki master. So because you wear so many hats and you wear them well,
You don't
right?
need to put on no more goddamn hats. Okay, you got enough for church service, goddamn it. You don't need a hat for every day of the week.
And
Church is just on
you have
Sundays.
yeah. Right now, if you want to put on a hat, put on your resting hat.
That part.
Okay.
A nightcap.
Yeah, it's dressed in
Like,
white.
you know how Rip Van Winkle had on the nightcap and the pajamas? That's the hat you need to put on. The
Yeah,
resting hat.
yeah.
That's the hat to let everybody know that you going to sleep. You going to sit down somewhere.
I'm excited for all this money about to make though.
Yeah, put your do rag on. Yeah, put that on. Yeah, let everybody know that you are on perpetual rest mode.
We gotta make her a hoodie that say "Do not disturb." Don't disturb till the ancestors say so.
That part. Listen, I feel like that's the key message today. Go sit down somewhere. Okay.
If you guys need anything, y'all know where to find us on Facebook, on Discord. We have a bunch of free content on all of our platforms. We have O'Shea service next Sunday with Ia. So make sure y'all come and get this good blessing. If y'all think our, insight is good, see who we got from. Great mama. Okay.
Listen, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't, baby.
They don't know
Yes.
our ear like we know ear.
Listen, y'all talk about I'm snatching edges, ears, snatch a whole wig. The whole just be Mr. Clean up there. I'm telling you. But no, it's a wonderful service. It is a time to get a nice message, a well needed message, and also to congregate not only with like-minded individuals, but some of the senior priestesses at OHI. Priestess Omoware Ifapumele. She posts all the Discord links in the group. Um, if y'all need to get to the Discord, it's posted in there. Um, you can catch me in Melanated Witchcraft. You can catch me in OHI. Like I said, we all have a lot of stuff, a lot of wonderful stuff coming up for the month of October. Free classes, very affordable classes that y'all need to be in because I swear to y'all gonna make me choke y'all in these damn groups. If I keep approving the same shit over and over and over. Um, but I do appreciate y'all for coming today. Listen, because if it wasn't on point, we wouldn't be doing our jobs. We would need to go sit down somewhere. Okay. Um, but yeah, as always, we definitely appreciate y'all coming out. We appreciate the love offerings. We appreciate the trust that you've given us by asking us questions. Um, you can catch both of us in the OHI Discord. You can catch me uh, in Melanated Witchcraft and OHI. You can catch Osun Kemibi in OHI and Melanated Witchcraft. We be out here in these priestess in the streets. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
Nope. Just make sure that y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, and we will see y'all same time next month.
All right. So on that note, uh, be fruitful and prosper. Go forth and do great things. Um, Wait. Be fruitful, multiply. Uh, go. Let me get because I'm trying to do it too fast. Go. Be fruitful and multiply. Go forth and do great things. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and may the odds forever be in your favor.
Until next time, peace like the river.